Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news, all right, Bears fans. Let's sit down for a minute and talk about something that's been buzzing around the NFL circles lately. Speculation that could shake up the entire NFC North and have lasting effects on the Bears' quest for Super Bowl glory. Word from NFL insiders suggests that the Pittsburgh Steelers, currently sitting at 7-5 and facing an uncertain playoff future, might be inclined to trade one of their biggest stars, T.J. Watt. And if this happens, it could be a game-changer not just for the Steelers but for the Bears as well. Now, hear me out, because this isn't just some rumor. It's a strategic move that could reshape the division and give Chicago a serious boost. Let's start with the context. The Steelers, despite their rich history and a defense that's been solid, are struggling to find consistent pressure on the quarterback this season. They're giving up an average of 24.1 points per game, which isn't terrible, but their pass rush, once one of the league's most feared, has dipped by about 10% in pressure generation. That's a significant decline, and it's putting their playoff hopes in jeopardy. Meanwhile, the Bears, sitting at 9-3, are riding a wave of defensive success, giving up just 19.8 points per game. Their defense has been a backbone of this team, and if they could add a player like Watt, it could elevate them from solid contenders to true NFC powerhouses. Now let's talk about T.J. Watt himself. The guy is a freak of nature, an absolute strip sack maestro who's accumulated 115 sacks, over 200 quarterback hits, and 30 forced fumbles in just 110 games, according to PFR. That's the kind of disruptive force every team dreams of having on their front line. Even in 2025, despite battling a shoulder injury, Watt has managed to put up impressive numbers: 20 solo tackles, 30 assists, 6 sacks, and 2 interceptions in just 12 games. His PFF grade stands at 74. 3 overall, with a pass rush grade of 76.8, and his EPA per rush is a solid plus 0.23. Watt's explosiveness and versatility make him a game wrecker, capable of changing the course of a game in an instant. And here's where it gets interesting for the Bears. If Chicago manages to acquire Watt, they're looking at a drastic uptick in their pass rush, an estimated 20% increase in pressures, which could translate to 12 or more sacks per season. That's not just good. That's elite-level production. Pairing Watt with players like DeMarcus Walker, or even using him to complement their existing pass rushers, could create a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Moreover, Watt's presence would significantly boost the Bears' ability to force turnovers, strip sacks, forced fumbles, and fumble recoveries, potentially turning close games into decisive victories. Let's imagine the impact on the field. With Watt rushing the passer, QB Justin Fields and the offense would benefit from more time and less pressure, leading to bigger plays downfield. The Bears could see a reduction of over 200 yards surrendered through the air, opening up opportunities for explosive plays, something that's been missing at times this season. Against division rivals like the Green Bay Packers, who recently scored 25 points against the Bears, having Watt's ability to pressure the QB and force turnovers could be the difference between winning and losing. It's easy to see how his addition could transform the Bears into a true playoff contender and even a Super Bowl favorite in the NFC. Now, let's take a quick look at the broader picture. The Steelers, in a tough cap situation and facing the reality that their pass rush has lost the edge it once had, down about 10% in pressures, might see this as a necessary move. They might even be willing to trade Watt for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, which would give them cap space, around $15 million, to rebuild their young core and bolster their offensive line. After all, the Steelers have been known for their stout defense, but losing Watt would be a significant blow, similar to what happened in 2021 when they had to adjust after losing key players. This potential trade would be a bold move, but one that makes strategic sense for Pittsburgh if they want to rebuild quickly and stay competitive. For the Bears, this is a rare opportunity. Acquiring Watt wouldn't just be about adding a star pass rusher. It's about sending a message across the league that Chicago is back in the fight for NFC dominance. Watt's presence would elevate the entire defense, making them more unpredictable and dangerous. Imagine a front seven with Watt and Sweat leading the charge, causing chaos in the trenches and disrupting the timing of opposing quarterbacks. This kind of defense could be reminiscent of the legendary monsters of the Midway, bringing back that era of intimidation and relentless pressure. And if we talk about the potential playoff impact, Watt is the kind of X-factor that can turn the tide in close games. His strip sacks and game-changing plays can be the difference maker in high-stakes moments. With the Bears currently sitting comfortably at 9-3, a move like this could propel them into the upper echelon of NFC teams, especially with the playoffs right around the corner. The odds for the Bears to win the NFC have already been trending upward, with some sportsbooks now listing them at plus 600 to win the conference, up from plus 1,800 earlier in the season. Adding Watt as a playoff X-factor could push those odds even further, making them genuine contenders. Now, it's not just about the immediate benefits. The ripple effects of such a trade would resonate through the offseason and into the next few years. The Bears could establish a dominant defensive identity, reminiscent of the great defenses of the past, like those legendary units that helped bring Lombardi trophies home. Sacks and chaos in the trenches could become a hallmark of this team, setting the stage for a sustained championship window. It's exactly the kind of move that could define a new era for Chicago, turning them from a good team into a dynasty contender. Of course, it's all speculation at this point, but it's fascinating to think about the possibilities. The NFL is a league where one trade or signing can flip the entire narrative, just like that. If the Bears can pull this off, it could be the start of something special, a new chapter where their defense becomes the envy of the league, and they finally reclaim their place among NFC powerhouses. The potential to pair Watt with their current core could be the spark that ignites a true championship run, something Bears fans have been dreaming about for decades. So as we watch this story unfold over the coming weeks, keep your eyes on Chicago. The possibilities are exciting, and the impact could be enormous. Whether it's a bold move by the Steelers to rebuild or a strategic acquisition by the Bears to cement their future, one thing is clear. The NFC North could look very different soon. And if it happens, the Bears will be right in the middle of it, ready to take advantage and chase that Super Bowl ring with everything they've got. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. In conclusion, fans, this potential trade for TJ Watt is more than just a rumor. It's a real possibility that could reshape the entire NFC North landscape and give the Bears a massive boost heading into the playoffs. Watt's ability to pressure the quarterback, force turnovers, and elevate the entire defense makes him a perfect fit for Chicago's ambitions. If the Bears can pull this off, we're looking at a team that's not just aiming for the playoffs, but gearing up to make a serious Super Bowl run. The combination of a strong defense and an improving offense with Justin Fields at the helm could finally bring that Lombardi trophy back to Chicago after so many long years. So, stay tuned, Bears fans, because this story is far from over, and the best is yet to come. Remember, football is a game of moments, and sometimes those moments come from bold moves that define history. And for the Bears, this could be one of those historic moments.